Wow, that's a very snazzy looking shirt.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to our YouTube channel. We are, as always, your hosts, ARNE CARLOS, and today, Tuesday, March 30th, marks episode 12 of our daily quarantine and knitting podcast here on YouTube. How's it going?
It's going good. I feel inspired
Oh,
today.
wow, fantastic. You look very inspired.
Thank you.
Love the shirt.
I haven't read my book for a long time because I feel like I'm in a good mood now to do stuff.
Okay.
So I finished the first design project and
Fantastic.
I am working on a new design book.
Yeah. But I keep commenting on the shirt. How about that shirt? The
Yeah.
one you're wearing.
What do you think? Where do you think I got this one?
The fabric? Could it possibly be the ARNE CARLOS fabric that we designed last year?
It is.
It is,
It's the
yeah.
ARNE CARLOS fabric.
Yeah, and I love this on you. You look very festive today, very tropical.
I know, I feel like Hawaii.
Yeah. I mean, we would have been, cruising New Zealand right now if things were normal. They're not normal. We are here in quarantine because of the coronavirus. I was cold this morning, so I figured I'll just put on a little jacket because even when you're on cruise,
But you look stylish.
thank you.
There's like a tiger running around your neck.
There's a tiger around my neck, yeah. And even if we are on cruise, sometimes you need a little jacket, to keep the chills away. So I figure I'm still very appropriately dressed, although you look really like you are on cruise.
I'm on holiday.
You are, yeah. And
But there was someone who wrote, is this something who happened in my head? Or did someone actually write that they thought it was strange that we were in Norway sitting in shirts?
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's
Yeah,
not so strange
that's-
because we have warm houses.
Yeah, so the person who was commenting that it was surprising that we sat wearing shirts all the time. But, Norway is part of Scandinavia. We have a particularly cooler climate here, shall we put it that way.
But not
And
indoors.
Norwegians, and I think all Scandinavians, if we know something, it is how to make our homes very cozy and how to heat them very well. So you will never be cold if you're in a Scandinavian house. They always keep a very nice temperature. Our house is kept at about 21 degrees
And we
Celsius
have
at
floor
all
heating.
times. And we have geothermal heating. It's underfloor. It makes it very, very comfortable here. So yeah, we can hang out wearing t-shirts if we want.
So actually, this shirt is a little bit warm today.
It is?
And I have a t-shirt under.
Well, I'm a little bit chilly, but that's because our geothermal is controlled by a thermostat. And when the sun shines on the thermostat outside, it seems to trick the thermostat to thinking that the temperature is higher outside. And so it lowers the temperature in the house. And now when that happens, it gets cold here. And I'm feeling that right now. And it wasn't my to-do list. And I didn't scratch it out because obviously we didn't do it. But Arne, we need to go out and we need to put a little something
Oh, we forgot about that.
over the thermostat because now the temperatures are going very extreme in the house from cold to warm at night and then cold again in the evening and then and so on.
But I don't think I have time for that, Carlos, because if you look at my shirt and the sofa in the room behind you,
Yep.
I think I should hang around there and kind of match the interior the rest of the day.
Yeah, and we have to say we were in quarantine until Sunday, and for the 2 past days we are not in quarantine. However, we have remained in quarantine. I guess we are cocooning right now. We are enjoying the comforts of our home and pretty much cocooning. Again, Scandinavians have a very special way of making their home surroundings very homely, very cozy. In Denmark, it's known as hygge. Hygge is also a Norwegian word, but in Norway, you would actually use a word called koselig or kos, which means the exact same thing. It's the idea of being there in the moment, enjoying the things you have, and the things you have should be really good, and that's why you should be enjoying them and making the most of your time indoors. So that's what we've been doing. We've been cocooning now that we're not in quarantine
We're
anymore.
having a koselig time.
Koselig time
Yeah.
in our house.
So what's the most exciting that happened with you the last 24
Oh,
hours?
well, we have a whole story with Facebook. I will get back to that in a minute. But I do want to touch back to that shirt you're wearing,
Oh,
because that shirt is awesome, and it is done with our fabrics. And I see that you've been a busy bee, Arne.
yeah, I've been working on something, but
I see there's another one here with
I'm
another
working
one of
on
our
this one.
fabrics.
But this is with short sleeves because I wanted to have. Actually, there wasn't enough fabric for long sleeves.
Ah.
So the result is to have short sleeves, but then I can wear them under jackets like the one you're
Yeah.
having.
Oh, you want to borrow my cardigan again? Huh?
Yeah, I think this one matches the
Yeah,
green.
apparently my cardigan matches with everything Arne has.
And this is almost finished. I just missed the buttons, but now I can go out and get buttons. So
Yeah, we'll have to leave quarantine to go get buttons.
and all the fabrics they come in 3
Colorways, yeah.
colorways. I'm gonna have one shirt in every color.
Yeah.
But I should do also with long sleeves because then I could use
No, this is good with long
the
sleeves.
cufflinks.
And you've got a contrast in here as well, I see, in the neck.
Yeah, I didn't do that on this one.
Yeah.
So
All in all, very cool.
UFO.
Love it. It's one of the UFOs that we have. And while we're showing a UFO, I want to show this one as well. This is an insane UFO started in 2015.
I'm still working on it. This is a shirt. I just had it with the color and the fabric was very thin.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to do this embroidery on top. I use a little bit of waste canvas and I do freehand embroidery. So the plan is to cover the whole thing up. So if you look at this embroidery,
Yeah.
there's a little bit of freehand and there's a little bit of waste canvas. So the whole shirt will change totally.
But this
I'm
idea
working on.
is not something you came up with.
No, this
suddenly.
is something we saw. We went to Kagoshima
In Japan, yes.
and we went to this place where people with different disabilities, they worked in this beautiful place, and the people in the place were actually doing what they felt for.
Yeah.
Like what they were good at.
It was so amazing. It was not an institution. I think it was voluntary if you wanted to live there or not. All the inhabitants of that center, they had their own house or their own room. A lot of them had mental problems and different kinds of issues, autism, and and the whole concept of the place was that whatever made them happy, they were allowed to do.
Yeah.
So there was one person I remember who loved tying knots on fabric.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd tie knots. He had this room, and he'd tie knots and then put them down. And then he'd do that for a whole year. And the institution, they didn't remove anything. They just left it there. And it was this beautiful, remember?
Mm-hmm.
It looked so beautiful. Like, it's very difficult to describe. There was a guy who loved beating on wood, and he made the most beautiful trays and things. And then there were people that were doing drawing and sketching and textile
Yeah,
arts.
the woman who inspired me, she was doing free embroidery on white blouses. So she's the reason why I started this, because I was thinking, can I actually make an embroidery without following a pattern? And is that possible? Because it's actually quite hard
Mhm.
to free your mind. So this is like an exercise in trying to free one's mind.
Yeah. The most amazing thing of the place was that a lot of very famous, world-renowned artists from Japan live there. They are people with certain kinds of disabilities, but they live there, and they were world-renowned, world-famous artists. And what was interesting was that they didn't actually care. They didn't care that they were world-renowned artists. They didn't even care about the money. They just did it. They just did their thing, whether it was tying ribbons or whether it was beating on wood or whether it was making some sort of a textile art piece. They were just doing this out of love for what they were doing, and they were happy with that. And they were not in any way thinking of a career in art or money, which was incredible. I wish we could live that way as well. Wouldn't that be fantastic?
I think that was one of the most beautiful places we've been to ever. And like if you like in Norway, if you live in an institution like that, you probably have to felt those small pieces that you sit on.
Yeah.
That you use in the winter.
Felted wool or something.
Felted wool, and that's about it.
Well, still, they're happy. They're something...
happy, but these people, they were actually artists.
Yeah, they were beyond.
So
they were beyond. Yeah, it was a nice. When I saw this, when I saw the shirt, I felt it was a nice souvenir back to a nice time when we spent in this place in Kagoshima in 2015. Other than that, Arne, life the past 24 days was very tumultuous for me. But how about you?
I've been working on my stuff and it's been fine.
But you saw me walking around.
I saw you walking around,
annoyed.
And I was thinking, oh, it's Facebook again, because there's always problems on Facebook.
Yep, and I was
thinking, oh, people are behaving like
no, don't go there. That's not what happened.
I thought that was the reason, because then you get really upset.
I'm going to tell you what the reason was. So we're talking about Don Quixote fighting the windmills, and you know how that goes. So I'm Don Quixote and Facebook is the windmills. So yesterday I was doing things on the Facebook group page, and suddenly I saw that people could approve other members as well. So I thought that was a good idea. So I pressed on that, I thought. But actually what I did was I pressed the opposite so that suddenly we could only limit it to us being able to approve members, which I thought was stupid. So I decided to go back and change that. So I go back and suddenly I don't have any more authorities to do anything. And I'm like, what the hell? So I go and look around, and it turns out I've left the group. So the ARNE CARLOS page has now left the ARNE CARLOS group. Ah, great, I'm thinking. So how do we figure that out? So I read the instructions. I go through Google. I try to find a way to fix this. I figured that it's okay because now the group does not have an administrator anymore. The admin is gone because it was the Facebook page. So all I need to do is reinstate myself as the admin. That's what I thought. So I go there. And then it turns out that in order to be reinstated as the admin, I need to be a member. I'm not a member because, whoops, I left the Facebook group. Now, by the way, how can you leave a Facebook group by accident? I mean, wouldn't you at least get a button saying, are you really sure you want to leave? Please confirm before you leave. No, it was just, like that. I was 1 minute an administrator and the next minute I'm not. So I figured, okay, fine, I'll just apply to be in the group again. So I click on apply for the group, and then I realized that nobody's going to approve me because there's no more administrators in the group. And when there's no administrators, I won't be able to be a member again, and so I won't be able to get my rights back as administrator. Oh, great. So I get people in our team to join in forces, and we realized that this is not going to work. And nobody in our team has been a member either, which was pretty stupid of us. So end of the story was we had to get our friend Stephanie from Uncommon Threads in California because I knew she was a member. So I asked Stephanie if she could make herself the administrator. And lo and behold, it took her 2 seconds. She went and she claimed the administrator status of our Facebook page. And then, incredibly enough, the ARNE CARLOS page can no longer be the administrator. So we can't administer the site. So now Stephanie is an administrator, and we've also got Anna and a couple of others from our team who are going to be administering the Facebook page that has our name. But the page that also has our name is not allowed to administer Facebook group anymore. So what a story. How much stupidity can there be in one company like Facebook?
But I don't know, because I don't have Facebook. I can't even go in my computer and look at Facebook.
No.
Because then the computer tells me I have to be a member, and I have never been a member.
No.
I will never be a member.
So yeah, this was the story about Facebook being silly as always. There's no logic in the whole thing. I mean, you'd think that a person that is clever enough to create an algorithm that can predict anything won't be able to predict the fact that a page administrator might get locked out of his account and then demand that that page administrator be a member to be reinstated again when he's locked himself out of the account. That they can't figure out. That's kind of insane in my opinion. But hey, we're back to business as usual. The Facebook page is running with administrators again, just not us. But it will be okay. If I want to make an announcement, I just make the announcement or I post a post. And then I ask one of our administrators to make it as an announcement. And it's working pretty okay.
Okay.
So that was
I don't know.
yeah, that was the story of Facebook.
I understood there was something going on.
Yeah.
You were like Facebook and blah, 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 so angry.
Yeah, I've never been a fan. I think Facebook is too controlling of people's lives. I think that it's an addiction that is not always good for you and that you should try to get out in the real world. On the other hand, right now, considering what's out in the real world, maybe it is better to stay in Facebook and support each other. So on the one hand, yeah, on the other hand, absolutely. And I think that our Facebook group is making a very important, filling an important function right now. It is getting people through hard times. People are posting, people are worried, they're anxious, and they're there to get, reassurance from other people. So I do believe that it is for the better good. So I am kind of trying to bite my lips and try not to curse too much at Facebook, and hope that they are not going to make our lives miserable again. But thank you so much, Facebook, for all your help yesterday. Thank you. Okay, Arne.
Yes.
Today I'm taking a pause from the Facebook group. We're not doing any screenshots from there because I had it yesterday. But I'll be back with some lovely screenshots from our lovely community on Facebook tomorrow when I am over this whole thing. But we do have a few things going on in our work. Right now, we've just launched a collaboration with Rowan, and it's an exclusive launch on our website, on our web shop at ARNECARLOS.com. We've done a series of 8 new cushions for Rowan. We showed a video of all the cushions yesterday, and today we released the first 2 patterns. They will be released, every other day for this week, and you'll be able to purchase them at a very discounted price. And
Yesterday or the day before yesterday?
Sorry, the
No,
video.
it was
Sorry. The video for Facebook.
It was on
The video
Sunday.
for YouTube was on Sunday. Yesterday was our first day of the week podcast. Today's Tuesday. Yeah. So yeah, on Sunday we did the on Sunday we did the YouTube video.
You
on
can't get
Rowan
Facebook
cushion.
out of your head right now.
I'm trying to think of happy things.
Okay, so what are we doing with the pillows now?
Okay, the first patterns of this pillow or cushion collection are out today. They are knitted up with Softyak, and they are called Torfinn. And Torfinn is a men's name in Norway. Can we get a screenshot of the main floral? So this is screenshot number 1. It's the pillow in Softyak with a floral motif in tarsia and a little bit in colorwork, I would say.
And the pictures is taken in our house. So welcome back to our house.
Yeah, this is in our home, in one of our favorite leather armchairs. So you get this front pillow, and then you can knit the back of the pillow in a solid color. Or you can do the other side of Torfinn, which is the second pattern we have, which is screenshot number 2. And this is a more graphic, geometric pattern. So you get both of these pillows in one pattern at a very nice price right now.
So it could be one pillow with the floral front and a square or graphic background.
Yes.
Back or opposite.
Or
2 pillows.
2 pillows with the backs flipped, as we showed in the video. So you get this in our website today, and it's a very exclusive collaboration between Rowan and us, and you cannot get this anywhere else. And the cool thing is that because you've already been doing your patches, you are now prolific in knitting,
you're a professional.
in knitting back and forth. So you need to graduate to a bigger project. So we highly recommend you to take this project on because we are sure you're going to succeed and make a fabulous job out of it.
Yes.
So Arne, we've been cocooning at home. We were going to show pictures of outside or videos from outdoors. But that hasn't happened today. Maybe tomorrow we'll go outside and do some filming. I don't
We
know,
can
are
do
you
that.
up for that?
Yeah.
Or should we cocoon a little bit more?
We can do anything. We can make a movie while we walk the dog.
Yeah, we could
or
do that.
Something.
But I'm loving all the sorry. I'm loving all the cocooning. I'm loving the candle lights and you know, we've had some fika. Fika is a Swedish word for drinking coffee, which is very nice. It's all part of hygge or kos or mys, as you say in Swedish. So it is a great Scandinavian tradition that would come in handy nowadays. Maybe you should stop thinking of it as quarantine. Think of it as Scandinavian hygge, and it might help pass the time. What do you say?
I will do that. I will go in the next room and blend in.
Yeah,
and cocoon in my beautiful shirt.
I'm looking forward to seeing you blend blend with your shirt on the sofa. Maybe we'll have to take a picture of that and post it on the blog. Remember that the knit-along continues on our blog at arnecarlos.com, and you can download all the patches in the posts that you find at the top of the page on the blog. It's easy to find. If you can't find it there, go to the Facebook group and ask around, and people will usually post links.
I have to remember the patch of the day.
Oh yeah, geez, we're leaving and almost not even talking about the...
This is the patch for the day.
Ah, very nice.
4 birds.
Oh, how sweet. To remind us of spring that is coming now.
4 birds. It's like in a circle, or it makes the ornament.
And it's reminding us of spring coming now, right?
It's spring coming.
Yeah. I mean, we've just gone into springtime.
Yeah.
And we've changed our clocks to summertime. So days will now be longer and brighter until literally we have 24 hours of daylight here where we live.
So this is the patch for the day.
And I think we're going to call this Birdsong.
We can call it whatever you like.
Birdsong.
Birdsong.
Yes.
Okay.
So
the Birdsong.
Clue number 12 is a bird song.
Maybe there are more birds coming.
Maybe there are more birds coming to sing for us. That would be really nice. So anyway, we hope you enjoyed knitting this clue, and we hope you've enjoyed knitting all the other clues. Now, Arne, we have the formalities left for you to say.
I said it last time.
Yeah, but I did the introduction.
Okay. So, if you liked the video, put your thumbs up, and if not, down, and remember to subscribe and put on your notification, because then you won't miss an episode.
Oh wow, you did it! Yay!
Well, look at my hair.
You look great. Curly hair is always has a good hair day. I mean, I have another problem than you because I have this straight hair that I have to fix all the time. Anyway, people, thank you so much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow when we'll bring you some more Facebook images. Hopefully by then I am best friends with Facebook. I do suspect I will, because it is filling a very important function for us in this time of distress and anxiety. So we hope that you are well. We hope that you stay healthy. We hope that you stay safe, stay indoors, wash your hands often, and don't touch your face.
Take care.
Okay. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.